Hello there, YouTube. It's your boy Josh Shop.
It's your boy Tay.
Another episode's for Tay and Josh, and we're gonna continue our Fallout series. So this one we're gonna do episode 2, titled "The Target." Okay. So, Tay, any thoughts on episode 2? Caught your mind?
Uh, you want to start with it this time? You can start with it.
Well, episode 2 was pretty straightforward. They introduced a new character, another character, and what was his name? But I won't mispronounce it. His name Wizig. What was it?
Yeah, Will.
What was it?
Will's it?
They pretty much they was doing experiments on dogs and stuff like
Mhm.
that and different animals and stuff like that. And he shot something in his neck, which was a key point, which you're going probably gonna we're gonna hear about later in the series, but I'm trying not to give it away. But also introduce all three main characters from episode 1. The
Yeah.
Ghoul, Lucy, and Maximus all met up in Philly, which looked like a landfill. I'm joking with you. I'm trying to talk bad. I get the reference, but and it was great
Well,
battle scenes. Yeah, it
the
was
cool.
great battle scenes.
Yeah, yeah,
What
the
shocked me
cool.
was that Lucy had to cut off his dude head though. That was like
Yeah,
yeah, that was a little crazy, a little crazy. I'm speaking very vague. I don't want to give a play by play of the whole
yeah.
thing. I just want to point out things I liked in the episode.
I like the introduction of dog. Pretty much dog meat, but they actually
Hmm.
called him CX 404. I don't know
Yeah.
how they did that, but I would just
Oh,
kept it.
also this episode got good music. They taking a lot of music from the video game. So
Yep,
yeah,
they did. Yeah, a lot of Easter eggs.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I did like I said, I like the fact that they brought back dog meat. So that was a big part of the
Hmm.
video game series, like franchise, was dog meat. Um, and then actually seeing like the actual Brotherhood of Steel in battle, which will be Knight Titus.
Hmm.
Actually seeing them in battle, and
Hmm.
the whole thing, how the armor works, and him not really being built for it at the end of it.
Yeah, man, it's like driving a car, man. You when you first get your license, you're not bending the corners like a NASCAR driver, right? You gotta get used to it. Slowly getting it. Slowly getting it.
Yeah, but he ended up taking the armor because Titus pretty much gave up. He was like, I ain't cutting. I'm not cutting for
Hey,
this.
man, that bed wasn't no joke, bro. That bed wasn't no joke, man. He went against, man. I think Maximus low key wanted him to get killed though, because he took a
Yeah,
while
he
to shoot
did.
him. I'm just gonna,
He wanted to be in the armor. Point blank period. He wanted to be in the
yeah.
armor. So,
Mhm.
uh, the radiated bear made him second guess his life right there. So, um, that's what happened when you go to the wastelands. So, so
Yeah.
you expect to see radiated animals in general.
Mhm.
Um, it's like, and then like I said, we see the new character of Doctor Wilzig.
Mhm.
Showing his pretty much his origin on why he's such a big player or big player in this whole thing. Regarding Lucy and Maximus and the Ghoul, because he's technically the target that I guess that company, Voltec, I think, whoever runs it, that they see why he's a big player in that thing, because technically he has information regarding the vaults. So,
Mhm.
all the vaults in other towns, and he has that information. So if he is a big player, technically he's a trader, and they try to find any way to get that information from him. Uh, then that's when the battle ensued with the Ghoul, Maximus, and Lucy, and the people that was in the town that actually knew about the Ghoul, which was kind of crazy.
Mhm.
But yeah, then that battle ensues, and
Yeah, that was a good battle. Very bloody, very very bloody. It was
which is funny that because they actually brought like that kill cam from Fallout
mhm.
into that. If
Mhm.
not, if nobody really ain't follow up on that, that's literally the kill cam for Fallout. So,
Yeah, it
um,
was a lot of Easter eggs in this
yeah,
episode. Yeah.
but they do end up managing to I guess you want to say escape, but it wasn't really an escape aspect of it.
Mhm.
Because technically, there's always a way to bring back bring back stuff back to life around there with them stem packets. So, so, well, and that was the other thing too. I was surprised they brought that back so early. I didn't think they was gonna bring the stem packet that quick, but they did. Um, and like you said, them, by Lucy getting away with Will Gills and Will Zig, and make it to a distinct area, but can make it. So the only way that she can manage to go to that next, the next vault in the next city was off with his head. So,
Mhm.
and well, but then we'll see the continuation of that. I'm actually intriguing to see how Maximus' character is going to evolve in this. Is he actually going to stay in the Brotherhood of Steel,
Mhm.
or is he going to try to take it out?
Okay.
Now we found out more and more that it could be the Brotherhood of Steel could be the result of him being part of it. It look
Okay.
it's looking like so. Look like we might have another one of those origins where they think that the his heroes are actually his is actually his conflict. So yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. That's just
Okay. I actually like this episode. It was fairly straightforward. I like the introduction of new characters, and the dog too as well. I thought
yeah,
the dog was going to die, but you know, what I mean, he didn't die. I was like, oh man, the dog was about to die. But
yeah,
outside of that, it was fairly straightforward. Pretty much, they got the bounty on the dude, the scientist who left,
mhm,
and pretty much people are hunting him down.
yeah.
That's why he came to Philly.
Which it was weird that they picked Philly out of all places, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but it was a landfill filled with like merchants and like trade and stuff like that.
Trade, you got militia out there, the
Hmm.
villagers. And then you got the villagers. Because when they actually saw Lucy with the Vault Tech uniform, they was like, "You're actually outside. Why are you here?" Like,
Yeah.
they're like,
And the lady said, "I thought all you guys died." Like a lot of
exactly.
people thought that, but she did mention something about Voltec. Like Voltec was for the rich people,
Yeah,
people to avoid the. So that's why a lot of people, I guess, don't look. They look down on them to a
yeah.
degree.
They look down on them, and it's also funny to see that they're the one that, from their eyes, that Voltec is kind of like the lower class while they're the upper class because they survived the whole,
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Or like you said, they're uppity, you know what I'm saying? So that's like,
yeah, I understand. I understand. All right. So, what would you give a rating of episode two?
8.
Cool. 8. Yeah, it was. I give it about an 8 too as well. I think episode one. I like episode one a little bit more just because they showed the bombing of LA,
Yeah,
the smoke and everything. Then the AKA the fake wedding like Game of
yeah,
Thrones,
yeah.
type of. I'm joking, but it's
Yeah, no, it
I give it about an 8. I actually agree with you. 8 out of 10. I give it an 8 out of 10.
yeah. I mean, you can never go wrong with the main character battles on how introductions battles
Hmm.
per se. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see how the story continues.
Yeah, me too. All right. I think. Did you want to add anything else?
Ooh, I think that's it. Let's just see how the
I think it
story.
was fairly straightforward episode. Uh, I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, also leave a comment. Just keep it cordial. That's all we ask.
Yep.
Peace and air grease.
See y'all on episode 3.
Episode 3. We dropping these weekly, so
Mhm.
maybe every couple of days.